last week, we were actually talking about the Jagannath Radha Yatra. And we talked about the Snana Yatra, that means he was taken out and given bath. So this bath is apparently gives him, or make him sick, and then, make him to get cold or something, or whatever it is. And that is the onset of that is the cause of the Radha Yatra by Lord Jagannath. So this is basically what you are seeing in Lord Jagannath after the Snana. So they are actually cleaning up. So he tells, I'm just quickly giving the background so that we can get into today's topic. So then Lord Jagannath tells Lakshmi Devi, who is none other than Rukmini in Dwaraka, that he needs a vacation. So Lakshmi Devi feels so sorry and gives permission. But that is not the real reason. The real reason is that he wants to see his dear devotees in Vrindavan. So that is the reason that he really actually, this whole pastime is for that meeting his dear devotees. So Lord Jagannath jumps onto his chariot, and then Baladev, and then followed by Subhadra on their own chariots, and so they are all basically proceeding towards where? Okay, so they are going towards a place called Gundicha Temple. So the Gundicha Temple, as I mentioned last week, the Gundicha is the name of the queen who was living before. Okay, that was King Indrayumna. So that was the name of the king who really built the temple, and also at the same time his queen also wanted to have her own temple, that is Gundicha temple. And also they really asked the Jagannath and Baladev, and telling that not to really give any son or something, so that to really run the festival every year. So they didn't have, like there are a lot of things actually there in history. So then when Lord Jagannath asked why, he said, because after some time, these all the generations, they will go for the money, and then the real spirit of the Radha Yatra will be gone. So that is why actually it's run by trustees, in fact. All right. Anyway, so now here I want to give some more background. And if you see, in the beginning of the Radha Yatra car festival, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu offers the prayers to Jagannath Deva. But remember, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was there in Jagannath Puri temple for so many years actually. Okay, so he sees Krishna not in the form of Lord Jagannath or Vasudeva Krishna, but in the form of Brajendra Nandana Krishna. So now there is actually, this is a famous sloka from Srimad Bhagavatam that he used to recite again and again and again and again. So this is how it goes. Jayati Janani Vaso Devaki Janma Vado Yadubara Pariswaswair Dorbira Sanyat Dharmam Sirachara Brijnaglasu Smita Sri Mukena Brajapura Vanitanam Vardayan Kamadevam. So what is the meaning of this one? The meaning is so deep, in fact. So it looks like a small sloka, but it is so many things are condensed inside. So Sri Krishna is the ultimate resort of all living entities, because he lives as Paramatma in everyone's heart, and also known as then he is also known as Devaki Nandana or Yashoda Nandana. He is the guide of the Yadu dynasty, and with his mighty arms he kills everything inauspicious. His blissful smiling face always increases the desires of the gopis of Vrindavana. Okay, so this contents now. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is praying in the mood of Srimati Radharani, meeting Krishna at Kurukshetra. The gopis are bringing that Krishna to Vrindavana. That's what the whole Rath Yatra is based on that. Because when Krishna from Dwaraka, they all came here during a solar eclipse to really take bath here. That was the time then all the Brajavasis also came. Along with everybody came here. Okay? So, they came to Kurukshetra. And so, these gopis are actually bringing that Krishna to Vrindavana by pulling the cart. What it signifies is that you are pulling the Lord into the heart, which is Vrindavan. Okay? So, gopis were actually pulling the cart. By their mood, they actually decorate him with flowers and then pulling him towards where? To Vrindavan. They forcefully giving him the flute. And then he left, because when he left to Dwaraka, he left the flute and also he left the peacock feather. Because he changes his mood into Dwarakeshwara. Dwarakeshwara is a Narayana. So he changes the mood to really Narayana form. And that is why all the other Leelas are actually coming. So, in Vrindavan, he became Aprakat. Aprakat means he just hides himself and then manifests as Dwarakeshwara. Okay, but anyway, when they met Krishna in the Kurukshetra, okay, that was the theme behind. So, this Rath Yatra is actually based on that incident actually. They forcefully gave him the flute. They took the broad flute from Vrindavan, they gave it to him, and also they actually put the peacock feather on his head and everything, and he left because all the things were left there, all right. And then they also gopis told, "Oh Krishna, don't say that your father and mother are Vasudeva and Devaki. Don't say that you are from the Yadu Vamsa and that you are a Yadava. No, say only that you are a Gopa." Krishna replies, yes, I will follow your instruction. See, Krishna is always controlled by the gopis. So, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu thus prays in this way. Jayati Jana Nivaso Devaki Janma Vado. Jayati Jana Nivaso, what is that one? You are in the hearts of all the jivas. Oh, but how? Only as Paramatma. Paramatma is not Bhagavan. He is only reflection. He is a blind judge. He is actually kind of a dispenser of your karmic reaction. That is not what devotees want. Devotees do not want Paramatma. They want Bhagavan. Okay. So now, as Paramatma, he lives in all the jivas. It's like a reflection. Right? However, Krishna cannot live in the, because this Krishna, like the Nandanandan Krishna is the one who really lives in the devotees, that is, all the Brajavasis. So he must be in the form of Brajendra Nandala, the Shyama Sundara. Okay? And all the Brajavasis are Krishna. Okay, just 1 second. All the Brajavasis were, okay, here you go. Nija Jana. So what that means is the Brajavasis are his real devotees. All the others are not that high in the in devotion. Then Devaki Janmavado. So this is only Madhuravasis and then worldly people that they think that Krishna is took birth in the womb of Mother Devaki. Actually, he is the son of Mother Yashoda. So then Yaduvara Parisha Swayar Dorbi. The Yadus are the Nijajana of Dwarakeshwara Krishna. Arjuna, Bhima and all others like them are all is like his arms. Okay, Vasudeva Krishna fought in Mahabharata battle and here and there so many wars he really did. Brajendra Nandara on the other hand, no, he does not kill anyone. Who kills that? Is Maha Vishnu or Vishnu who also comes in this body when he comes down. They are the only one who really does all this work, but not Krishna. Okay, so now here in this verse, the pastimes of Gokula, that is Vrindavana, Radhakunda, Shyamakunda, Rasalila, and all the others are included here. Okay, so then Sumita Sri Mukena Vrajapura Vanitanam Vardayan Kamadevam. So this is basically what that means is the gopis were the one who really have all the prema. What kind of prema? Snega, Mana, and then also Pranaya, Raga, Anuraga, Bhava and Mahabhava. So these are really high classes. So not everyone will be able to really understand this. Alright. Now in this way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is offering pranama taking the whole Srimad Bhagavatam in this sloka as well as the pastimes of Krishna and praying when? During the Radha Yatra. There were 7 dancing groups actually. So because when the Radha Yatra happens, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is there are so many groups. They will be independently dancing and dancing. It will be so ecstatic. So that time in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, they are really explaining about 7 groups. They were dancing, in front of the Radha Yatra. So 7 groups. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu manifested himself, and he was in the center in every single group. So he was actually dancing in every group. So this has been witnessed. Anyway, now when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was there, the king, that Odisha king, his name was Prataparutra. Okay, so at the beginning of the car festival, Prataparutra Raja, the emperor of Odisha, began sweeping the road. This is the traditional thing that happens every time there is a Radha Yatra happens. He wore the dress of a devotee and looked very simple, like a beggar, a street sweeper. He swept with coconut stick broom. Okay, of course it had the golden handle, as you can actually see in the picture actually. Okay, and then also he takes water and sprays on the street as normally a sweeper does. This is the job of a sweeper. So last week I really told you about an real incident that happened in 1973 where Lord Jagannath did not want to really get into the chariot because the king was sick and then he could not really come and then sweep the street in front of him. So so this is the thing that actually happened. But now I am going to tell a story which is about his father. His name was Purushottama Jana. Purushottama. You can say King Purushottama. He used to sweep the road in front of the Radha for Lord Jagannath every year. Okay, so this is a story. King Purushottama had made an arrangement with the king of Kataka Nagara that he would marry the king's daughter. The 2 kings had been communicating with each other through messengers. And you see, those days, there is no WhatsApp, there is no email, whatever it is, right? So this is the only way they really exchange the messages. And by that, King Kataka Nagara informed Purushottama that he would come and then meet him in person, and then after that, he will give his daughter in marriage to King Purushottama. But he did not specify a date. So he did not tell that, okay, I will come sometime. And what happened was, once, he really all of a sudden he thought, okay, I think now I should really go and then see him. And without even telling, he really started, he really traveled and then came to see King Purushottama and in Odisha to see how beautiful he is, how wealthy and how qualified he is. So at that time, the first day of the car festival, the Radha Yatra was happening. That was the day he landed there. As a sweeper, King Purushottama was brooming the road for Jagannath in front of Radha. Seeing this, the king of Kataka Nagara, Kataka, became very upset. And he felt really totally disgusted towards Purushottama. He thought, this king is supposed to be so wealthy and qualified. And he's doing brooming job. I cannot give my daughter to this sweeper. So he got so angry. He did not even meet Purushottama and he just returned home. A few days after this happened, King Purushottama was remembering, there was supposed to be agreement. He was wondering what happened to the arranged the marriage that is supposed to happen. And he thought that the king of Kataka Nagara probably wanted to give his daughter, because he thought, that's what he really communicated. But where is he? Nothing is happening. There is no news at all. So he then discovered through the spies that the king of Kataka felt so much of hatred for him because he had been brooming. And he was brooming the street in front of Lord Jagannath's Ratha. So he decided, no, he was not really prepared to really give his daughter to him in marriage. So then, because of this, King Purushottama declared a war. He said, I am going to invade his his kingdom, because he really committed that he is going to give his daughter in marriage to me, and then he is not following that one. I am going to invade his kingdom, and he did. But the thing was that king of Kataka was a very staunch devotee of Lord Ganesh. So Lord Ganesh was behind in support for the king of Kataka. He helped in winning the war. So Lord Ganesh was the main reason that why King Purushottama was actually defeated. Yes, Purushottama was defeated. King of Kataka Nagara, he really drove, they actually won the war. So the Purushottama became so upset and returned to Puri. And he came straight away to Jagannath. Straight to the temple. He told, I am serving you, and yet you are not helping me. I was defeated because Ganesh helped him. I remembered you, called you to help, but you would not help me. Now I will die in front of you. I will not eat or drink anything, and I will die here before you in your temple. But anyway, he was saying that he really went to sleep. Later that night, the King Purushottama saw a dream in which Jagannath appeared to him. He said, don't worry, go again and invade the king's territory. Baladeva and I will personally come there. And somehow you will be aware of this one. Okay, so we will give indication that you will know that we are also there in the war. And you will defeat that king. And the Vanda Ganesh. Vanda means cheating. He is cheating. He is supposed to be really helping my devotee. So he is actually helping the other side. This is what happens. The Lord Shiva also has the same kind of quality. All others. And on the next day, the king called his army and his generals, and again he started on his way. By the time he was about to approach Chilka Aralanda, that is a place that he was approaching. There were two young and very beautiful boys, one riding on white horse and the another one riding on red horse. And they were going very far away. So king did not see them. But he was actually going up front, well ahead. So King Purushottama could not see because they were actually far ahead. And on their way, these two boys asked a very old village woman who was actually selling buttermilk. So every day she really brings a big pot of buttermilk and then sells to the people there, and then by that money she used to live. And these two boys approached this old woman and said, we are hungry. Okay, I want buttermilk. Please give. Then the old lady said, okay, but you need to pay. You need to pay. Otherwise, how can I give? And then one of the boys said, okay, don't worry, I can pay. We are the soldiers and we are on the way to fight. My king is coming behind and he will pay you when he reaches here. Then the old lady asked, how will he know that you have taken my buttermilk? How will he know? What the proof? Okay, we will give a proof. Okay, you can show the king that this proof, and then he will definitely pay. The village lady gave them all right. So then what happened was these two boys were stringing and drinking the whole buttermilk. They drank the whole buttermilk. There was nothing left. They drank everything and they felt so satisfied. And then again, who are these two boys? One is Krishna and the other one was actually Balaram. So the one of them really who was on the red horse, that was Krishna, and he gave a ring. His ring. He really removed a ring from his finger and then gave it to the old lady. Here you go. You just show these two to the king, and the king will pay you. No problem. Wow, that's a lot of this thing. So then the boys left to move forward, and after that the king approached. King Purushottama with his armies, they were all coming here to really fight, to invade the Kataka Nagara. Alright. So when he reached there, the old lady began to search for the king. She was inquiring, where is the king? Where is the king? So the soldier replied, okay, the king is right there on that, there. All right. Okay. Then she really then walked up to the king and said, your 2 soldiers have gone ahead. They have taken my buttermilk and totally finished the whole pot. They told me our king will pay. The king told the lady, but none of my soldiers have gone before us. I haven't seen anyone. She replied, no, yes, they have. There were two young boys, very beautiful and very energetic soldiers were actually, they were actually going in front of you. So the old lady produced, he said, okay, here is the thing. They gave that rings because each one gave a ring. Okay, so Balaram 1 ring and also Krishna also gave 1 ring. The two rings, each one gave the ring. All right, so she really showed these 2 rings to King Purushottama. And Purushottama, took the rings and saw the name Jagannatha Singh and Baladeva Singh. Singh means lion. Okay, Singha. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, so they are not the Singh the way that we see that. Okay, so Jagannath King, what is that? Lion. Jagannath lion and Baladev lion. Then the king immediately got, really, he couldn't believe what happened. These are the very 2 rings I made. I arranged to really make these through the goldsmith. And I was the one who really gave it presented to Jagannath and Baladev. How did it come? Then he remembered. Yes, yes, they are the one. All right. So after actually taking care of the old lady, then the king was actually going with his army, feeling so happy that he is going to win the war. And King Purushottama proceeded and invaded the king of his enemy. With the help of these 2 mighty warriors, Krishna and Balaram, the king could very easily defeat the entire army in no time. He forcefully took the daughter of that king, along with a very costly golden Singgasana, out of peacock throne. He really wanted to take something. And most importantly, the Vanta Ganesh. Cheating Ganesh. Vanta Ganesh means cheating Ganesh deity that the king of Kataka Nagara worshipped. He arrested the king. But then he said, mercifully left him and said, I shall not kill you. I will leave you. Who is the Jagannath? The Jagannath is, who is the Jagannath? Kadachit Kalindi Tata Vipina Sangita Karavo Muda Biri Naravadana Kamala Swada Madhupaha Rama Sambhu Brahma Marapati Ganesha Archita Pado Jagannatha Swami Nayana Pada Gami Bhavatume. Sometimes in great happiness, Lord Jagannath makes a loud concert with his flute in the groves on the banks of Yamuna as Nandanandan Krishna. He's like a bumblebee tasting the beautiful lotus-like faces of the cowherd damsels of Braja, and great personalities such as Lakshmi, Shiva, Brahma, Indra and Ganesha worship his lotus feet. May that Jagannath Swami be the object of my vision. We really did this Ashtakam last week. Okay. So, this is written by Sankaracharya. So the Sankaracharya is, whose vision he really is looking for. He is looking for the vision of Ganesh? No. Shiva? No. Brahma? No. Indra? No. Lakshmi? No. He is looking for the vision of Jagannath. Only Jagannath. Okay? That is why, if you see that, people do not understand the glory of the Almighty Lord. They end up in actually worshipping all the demigods left and right. And this is again this is Vanta Ganesh. It's actually one story. There are so many. So what are the real positions of the demigods? They all worship Lord Krishna. It is said in the Brahma Samhita, Yat Pada Pallava Yugam Vinidaya Kumbha Dvandve Pranama Samayesa Ganadi Rajaha Vignan Vigandum Alam Asya Jagat Trayasya Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. In order to obtain the power required to remove all the obstacles within the three worlds, Ganesha, the bestower of success, always holds the divine lotus feet of Sri Govinda upon the pair of cranial mounts protruding from his elephant head. I worship that original supreme personality, Sri Govinda. And also, along with taking that one, all the things are all, just to brought everything here. One more thing was, King Purushottama also conquered Vidyanagara along the same time. When they really went for, they as well get as much. So this is actually conquered Vidyanagara. Then Vidyanagara may be ringing a bell. Remember, we did a Sakshi Gopal drama. Remember, that happened in Vidyanagara, because from Vrindavan, Sakshi Gopal walked all the way to really give the witness to his dear devotee, and he reached the place called Vidyanagara. And as soon as he reached, he really stopped there, and they built a temple. Okay, and we have, that is the history. And this particular temple was in Vidyanagara. Okay, then when Purushottama invaded Katak, and also then Vidyanagara, because now Katak everything belongs to him. So then from Vidyanagara, because he conquered, he loved this Sakshi Gopal, and with the permission from the deity himself, so Sakshi Gopal, he took the deity and moved all the way to Kataka, or now it is called Katak. Okay. So when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also visited the Sakshi Gopal temple, he sat in front of the Sakshi Gopal and transformed himself like Sakshi Gopal. Exactly. There was no difference between the deity and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Identical. It was a pastime that so many people, so many witnessed. Alright. So exactly like Sakshi Gopal, he really showed. So the same Sakshi Gopal deity who testified in the dispute between two Brahmanas is now in this temple in Kataka. Okay. So the deity originally from Vrindavan, as I mentioned, walked all the way to Vidyanagar, and now King Purushottama brought that to Kataka. Right now, where is the deity? It is, even now today, you can actually see the same deity, Sakshi Gopal deity in Kataka. Okay. So last time actually we went to an Indians tour. This was one of the things that we wanted to see. That time, we were not really, I think instead of that, I think we went to Kalna. Remember Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Leela place or something, because we ran out of time. So, but anyway, so we couldn't really make it. Someday we will be able to do it. Okay, now continuing the story of King Purushottama. When King Purushottama brought the daughter of King Kataka to Puri, he was singing. Because her, father actually insulted me, I will not marry her. I will give her to a sweeper. Later, when he was ready to give her, he was almost proceeding to really to arrange a marriage between some sweeper and this princess. And all the ministers were worried. So then she was crying, and the ministers were pacifying. Okay, don't worry. Okay, so we will actually try to arrange something. So the ministers actually pacified her, and then also the ministers told the king, saying, okay, you can just please hold on for some more time. When the time comes, you really give that. You can actually arrange the marriage to really give the princess to a sweeper, no problem at all. The next year, the car festival again took place, and Purushottama, the king Purushottama was what? Sweeping using a broom. At that time, all his ministers inspired the girl to go to him and say, I want to marry this very sweeper. The king's ministers and his guru also approached him, all together, and said, this is very good idea. You are a sweeper, and the girl will be with a wife of a sweeper as you really wanted her to become. So we agree with this one. So the girl began to weep. The king was thus bound to accept her as his wife. And his son became King Pratapa Rutra. I really started with Pratapa Rutra. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was there in Jagannath Puri, that king was Pratapa Rutra. So he is actually was a son of King Purushottama. Okay, got that now? So So he was, like Pratapa Varutra was living at the time of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And there are a lot of, pastimes that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu really had with King Prataparudra. And you can see, read that in Chaitanya Charitamrita. And now, actually what happened was, the queen, so the King Purushottama's queen, right? She's really married, right? So that queen, who really came from Kataka, of course, he got attached to this deity, Sakshi Gopal. Very much attached. So he wanted to give a very, very most valuable thing. She was thinking about a very, very valuable pearl, nose ring, nose ring to Sakshi Gopal. So he had it there. It was very, very nice. And he was wondering, okay, maybe, all right, but how will I put it? Because it has to have a hole now. See, in the nose, right, those days, right, we really put a hole, right, so that you can put a ring. Isn't it? Krishna has, everybody, they all have it. So then, she was wondering, maybe if my Sakshi Gopal is not having the hole, then how will I really wear it nicely? Then that night, Sakshi Gopal appeared in her dream and she told, she said, yes, I have a hole in my nose. My mother Yashoda had pierced my nose. And then, next day morning, the queen ran. The first thing that she did was, she really ran to the temple. And with the pearl, pearl nose ring that she got, and she saw the deity was actually having the hole, and she placed there. Look at here how the deity, Lord and his deity forms, they are really doing wonderful pastimes with the devotees. Remember Radha Priya Devidasi also, explained the story of, the Madhavendra Puri and the Krishnas. Remember, see, this is the thing. This is the life of the Lord. Okay, so the Lord and the devotees are so immersely, so intensely related, and this is how they make them, blissful. All right. Now, I am going to tell the story which I wanted to tell. All right. Bahuda Yatra. Okay. So far I really gave some, background about the Ratha Yatra and also about the kingly, some of the histories and everything. What is Bahuda Yatra? Bahuda Yatra is return journey. Okay. Now, as I told you, with Lakshmi's permission, Jagannath, Baladev and Subhadra, they all were coming on the Radha to the Gundicha temple. So the Gundicha temple, which was built by the queen called Gundicha, who was the queen of Pradyumna, who really built the temple. And this Gundicha temple is a small temple though. Okay, so we were there. It's beautiful, very, very nice temple. So this Gundicha temple represents Vrindavan. Okay, whereas the main temple that represents Dwaraka. So Dwaraka is Jagannath is actually living there as Dwarakeshwara. That is why you see Rukmini, Lakshmi Devi there. But that's not Vrindavan. Vrindavan is Gundicha temple. Right? So now there is more special about the Gundicha temple is because there is something that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu initiated that. That is called Gundicha Marjana. Marjana, what is Marjana? Marjana means cleaning. Cheto Dharpana Marjana. Look at here. We have to clean the mirror of our heart. Right? So this way, unless we really clean our heart, our heart, how can devotion come there? How can Krishna come there? Even if we really pull, it has to be clean, no? Isn't it? So the Gundicha temple represents the Vrindavan and also our heart. And our heart need to be cleaned. Not Vrindavan. Vrindavan there is no cleaning necessary. But this is symbolic for the devotees who really follow. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu arranged to really do a big marjana. Marjana means cleaning. So before the Radha Yatra starts, every year this cleaning of the Gundicha temple is a big event. Cleaning, okay? And Lord Chaitanya personally performed every year, and he asked the king to arrange the necessary brooms and also water pots. All the devotees were engaged in this amazing task. Lord Chaitanya said, let us see who cleans the maximum. Whoever collects the maximum dust, he will be the, like more dear, a dear devotee for me, he said. So this event is called Gundicha Marjanam. So now also, as I mentioned, pulling the Ratha Yatra means pulling the Lord into our heart, which is, the cleaned. And when you clean, then only it will become Vrindavan. But how will you clean? How will you clean? Cheto darpana marjanam bhavama. See, that's what the first 6 Ashtakam is. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu starts from cleaning only. See, when you clean clean your heart, right, then it becomes Vrindavan. Then only you can actually bring the Lord in. Because if it is not Vrindavan, he is not going to come. So you have to really make our heart as Vrindavan. So we should really clean our heart. Okay? So that's what the Cheto Darpana Marjanam. So this is the thing from the 6th Ashtakam. He was the one behind Gundicha Marjanam. Okay? This is a very famous event, very, very nicely. So he is the one behind the grand Ratha Yatra as well. Because if you see that, they were having Ratha Yatra ancient times also. But only when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally, associated there, the Ratha Yatra became so marvelous and so glorious. Okay. Now I would like to call Aishwarya to sing the bhajan, which is Jai Jai Jagannath Sachirananda, because we are relating here. Who is here Jagannath? Here Jagannath is Sachirananda. He is actually what? Jagannath means actually his father name is Jagannath Mishra and also Sachi Devi. Alright? So he is the one who is who is really so involved in the Ratha Yatra and so associated with Lord Jagannath, as he always sees him as Brajendra Nandana Krishna.
Jai Jai Jagannath Sachirananda Tripuvana Kurija Charanavanda. Jai Jai Jagannath Sachirananda Tripuvana Kurija Charanavanda. Neela Chali Shanga Chakra Gada Padmadar Nadiya Nagare Danda Kamandalukar. Neela Chale Changa Chakra Gada Padmadar Nadiya Nagare Danda Kamandalukar. Keho bole purabe Ravana Badilar Goloker Vaibhav Leela Prakash Purilar. Keho bole purabe Ravana Badilar Goloker Vaibhav Leela Prakash Purilar. Jai Jai Jagannath Sachirananda Tripuvana Kurija Charanavanda. Jai Jai Jagannath Sachirananda Tripuvana Kurija Charanavanda. Shri Radha Bhavi Bhagora Avatar Hare Krishna Naam Gaur Purila Prachar. Shri Radha Bhavi Bhagora Avatar Hare Krishna Naam Gaur Purila Prachar. Vasudeva Ghosh bole Kori joda haath. Jai Gaur se Krishna se Jagannath. Vasudeva Ghosh bole Kori joda haath. Jai Gaur se Krishna se Jagannath. Jai Jai Jagannath Sachirananda Tripuvana Kurija Charanavanda. Jai Jai Jagannath Sachirananda Tripuvana Kurija Charanavanda. Tripuvana Kurija Charanavanda. Tripuvana Kurija Charanavanda.
So after Gundicha Marjanam, that is cleaning the temple, the chariots actually then only what proceeds to Gundicha, and the lordship, that is Jagannath and Baladev and Subhadra, they all having a wonderful time there. Because all dear devotees, but it's very simple, no opulence. See, very, very simple there. Maybe they may be giving them only some rice and then the dal, just one, maybe couple of times. But here Lord has what? Here in Dwaraka side, which is where the Lord Jagannath, Puri temple, main temple, 56 items every day, and he keeps on eating and eating and eating, and before he eats, and then he's before his hands becomes dry, the next item comes. Like that. This is how the whole thing comes there. He is eating and eating and eating. This is what it. But here, nothing. Nothing means what? Very, very simple. Dal and rice. That's it. But they have fun. They have so much of enjoyment. This is exactly Vrindavan is all about. If you see that, now even if you teach the Vaikunda or Goloka Vrindavan, this is how the Shastras describe there. Because Goloka Vrindavan, opulence is overpowered by, opulence is there, but overpowered by the Madhurya Rasa. By the intimate prema. Okay, so that's what the difference is. Okay, so the Gundicha temple is, that's why the Vrindavan, and there the Lord says, and stays there as much. But the problem is, Lakshmi Devi is still waiting there. But whereas here, he is really having a wonderful time with his dear devotees. Because Vrindavan is so nice. Because they were waiting for Lordship to really come as Nandanandan Krishna, so that to really spend time with them. Okay? Now their time runs just like that. And 5 days almost gone. And because there is no kala there. If you see that in the spiritual world, there is no kala, there is no time. Why? Because when you feel that, you are having a wonderful time, you don't recognize that even the time has really gone. Okay, so this is our side itself that we really feel that way. But in the spiritual dimension, there is no kala at all. So complete Krishna completely forgot about Lakshmi Devi, who is Rukmini. But where Rukmini was, she was wondering. So Lord Jagannath has forgotten. But after 5 days, what happens? Then every day Lakshmi Devi was actually wondering, she hasn't come, and she hasn't come. She was so worried, seeing that her husband has not returned for several days. She sends a spy, some spies, so many spies, so that to see what is going on. And they all comes back and then saying that, your husband is having a wonderful time in Gundicha temple. No, he has forgotten you. And Lakshmi Devi really gets so angry, so frustrated. And now, you will see at the 5th day, this is also called, what is called? The Kera Panchami. There is Kera Panchami. So that's the 5th day. That is actually happening tomorrow, I believe. Because they started the Radha Yatra 23rd, so 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Okay, their time 27 is basically 5th day. 5th day, what happens? However, because she is Lakshmi, she is an opulent form. She decorated herself with so much opulent ornaments and dressed very nicely. But she grabs a broomstick and a bucket of water and gets onto a palanquin. And in fact, if you see that Radha Yatra time, tomorrow, their time, yes, they will be carrying Lakshmi Devi from the main temple to Gundicha temple. Why broomstick? To beat Jagannath. The broomstick is used by the king also to sweep in front of the Radha of Lord Jagannath. But here, he is really taking the broomstick for beating Jagannath, for not returning back quickly. Then what happened to the bucket of water? Why does he need a bucket of water there? Because Jagannath said he got sick because of water, taking bath. I am going to throw the same kind of water on him as well. So she comes in a palanquin, carried by the devotees of Lakshmi Devi. And they are proceeding to the Gundicha temple. And at the entrance, she steps down. Of course, these are all the pastimes the devotees actually enact that. All right. So she actually gets down and then takes a broomstick, and right at the gate she starts beating the gate. And she also throws the water on the gate. And now what happens now? From the Vrindavan side also, they come to know, and there is a fighting going on. They start to fight. And the fighting is really so funny. And the devotees divide them, themselves into two groups. Of course, those who really are, one side of, that is actually the Vrindavan side, that is Gundicha temple devotees, and the other side, you have Lakshmi Devi's devotees. So they will be fighting with each other, they'll be pushing and this and beating with stick and everything. If you happen to go around that time, you will be also beaten. Because they will ask you which group you really belong. You belong to Lakshmi Devi's group, or you belong to the Gundicha temple group. Whatever you say, depending on who it is, you will be beaten. So by seeing this big fight going on, and Lord Jagannath says, now I am declaring that I am going to go back, there is no other way. And that is how the return yatra, which is called the Bahuda Yatra, happens. So, Lord Jagannath and Baladev and Subhadra, after having a nice time in Gundicha temple, that represents Vrindavan, then they return back.